Man, what's happening, good people, good people, good people of the world, good people of the world? What's going on, man? Well, I sure feel good to be free. Welcome to another episode, man, Rev Mio TV. Hey, man, listen, man, shout out to my partner, George Oliver, G.O., man, G.O., man, G.O. Hey, man, my partner, man, he was my cellmate, too. He did 14 years in the feds. Got out. He been in them books heavy. He just got his master's degree. He's supposed to be going on get that law degree. I got to push him, you know what I'm saying? I got to push him a little bit, man. Shout out to G.O., man. Hey, I got a channel, too, for y'all. Y'all like sports, man. Go check out Life in Football with Colin Moore. Life in Football with Colin Moore. You know what I'm saying? Positive young brother, man. You know, he give you good energy, man. You know what I mean? And he be on top of his stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's Life in Football, man, on YouTube. He got a YouTube channel. Hey, man, listen, let's get right into this story, right? I'm going to tell y'all, so I told y'all I did some camp time, so I'm going to give y'all this one right here. The camp was so wild, man. The camp was so wild. The contraband was just ridiculous, man. It was like crazy. I told y'all how the warden was like, he was like, come on, guys, 124 phones, you know, like, and that wasn't nothing, man. People would have, you know, 2 and 3 extra phones there, like hid somewhere else, like outside of the main gates and stuff like that of the prison. Like, it was like, man, the camp was buck wild, man. I'm talking about, when I say buck wild, you know what I mean? You know, so, but I'm gonna tell y'all about this one, right? So in every dorm, you usually gonna have, you know, 1, 2, 3 of the main guys that got the good hiding spots where they able to hide a lot of people's stuff, right? So you got these guys, they be going up in the ceiling and they make these spots. So they have these, or they have these people, these, you know, other inmates, just carpenters and stuff like that, to go up in there, and they pay them, and they make these contraptions and these spots, man, where the police, they go up there, man, and they know stuff be up there and they can't find it, right? I told y'all about the vault, you know what I'm saying? So listen, it was another guy down in E Unit, another dude down in E Unit, man, good dude too, man. Shout out to Bone, man. So I used to work when I was there at the camp. I'm a barber, so I used to cut hair. I worked in the dentist's office and the medical department, right? Funny story too, right? So really the dental office and the medical department is like one, it's really like under one umbrella, but they in 2 different locations, right? So for like the first few years or whatever, I just strictly worked at the dentist's office, and they never called me over to work at the medical, which I didn't want to do all the extra work over there anyway. But then somebody went home or somebody got fired or something like that, and so they had me to come over there and start doing stuff. And so since I'm like I love stuff to be clean and neat and all that stuff, so I'm good with that type of stuff. Plus, you know, you know, I'm very personable and stuff like that. So anyway, they wanted me to keep on working over there though. So, some of the ladies and stuff, they'll tell me like they didn't feel comfortable around everybody, you know, and they'll be like, nah, we just want to keep you over here. And I'd be like, well, y'all need somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to be kind of sometimes in 2 places at one time. But anyway, let me give y'all this story, right? E Unit, it was a dude over there, and this is why I started talking about the dentist's office and the medical department, because it relate, right? So it was a dude over there, young people. First of all, don't go to prison, man. Okay? Do not go to prison, man. You can be all that you can be. You can be all that you can be, man. First, I'm in Philippians 4:13, say I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. Remember that. I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. You know what I'm saying? Allow him to lift you up. Yahshua Mashiach, Jesus the Christ. Allow him to lift you up. Get to know him. You can be anything and do anything. Be positive. So look, the dude used to hide phones and all that type of stuff. He was one of them dudes. He was down in E-Dorm. I used to be in H unit, right? And so I'm in the dentist's office. Now let me rewind a little bit. So the police went running down there to their dorm, to their unit. And so they scrambling, they getting phones and stuff up. Now the police came in the gate. So sometimes we'll get word. Sometimes the officers that's working there would tell you, like, boy, they coming through the gate. SIS coming through the gate. Such and such officer coming through the gate. Sometimes they'll let you know, and then the word spread real fast. The next inmate will tell the next dorm or the next unit or whatever. They be like, hey, boy, Iraq coming down through here, or Baby Duke's coming down through here. So everybody getting their phones and stuff, and they putting them up or whatever. So they giving dude Bone, dude named Bone, they giving him their phones and stuff, right? They giving him the phones and stuff. He bag them up. He put them in his, you know what I'm saying, bag. So, you know, he don't tell him how many he got in the bag. You know, it could be 10, it could be 40, it could be 50, it could be 70, 80 phones, depending on what spot he using and who all, you know what I'm saying, he working with or whatever. So anyway, he got his bag of phones. He go up in the, it might be other stuff in there too. It could be liquor in there. It could be, you know what I'm saying, it could be drugs, weed, you know what I'm saying? Folks would be on K2. Oh, I got to tell y'all some of them K2 stories too, man. That synthetic marijuana, oh man, them fools. But they were going crazy in prison on that synthetic marijuana, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so Bone get the phones and stuff. He go up in the ceiling. Man, he get up in there, and he done this 1,000 times. He do this every day. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 times a day sometimes. He doing this right here, man. He doing this right here. 3-4 times a day. Up in the ceiling. Go to his little spot. Get through there. Come on back down. Up through the ceiling. Go through the little spot. Go through there. Do what you got to do. Come on back down. This particular day, man. Because you understand when you go up there in them ceilings that you got to crawl around in some spaces. You got to bend down in some spaces. You got to kind of twist and turn in some spaces depending on where you're going. Man, he get up there, man, and he misstep and he slip and he fall. Man, he fell up there in that roof. And however he came down, however he hit, he was not able to stop himself from hitting some of them steel metal pipes up there. Bow! Destroyed his grill, knocked his teeth out his mouth. I'm talking about, when I say it knocked his, man, it messed his mouth up so bad. He had so many broken teeth, man, the way he fell, like it just caved all this stuff in, right? So, now he toughed it out, but I'm gonna tell you what he did, right? He said, okay, now first of all, he got to come on down from there. He got to come on down. Now he got to go nurse himself up in the bathroom and all this stuff. He got teeth broke out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He got to go nurse himself up in the bathroom or whatever. Take some pain pills or whatever and try to deal with it. He can't go to medical. Because if he go to medical, you know, they want to investigate the situation. He did end up having to, you know, file some kind of, or say he, you know, fell in the shower, coming out the shower or something like that. Because what he did was he came to the dentist's office the next day. He come to the dentist's office, right? And I worked in the dentist's office. Now, I was an orderly in the dentist's office, but, you know, I was just cool, man. I mean, shout out to Dr. Peterson, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Miss J. You know, shout out to Miss Ford and them, Miss Mama, Miss Smith, Miss Rush, all them, you know what I'm saying? We was super cool, man. All was super cool. You know, they were my bosses, but we all was super cool, man. So anyway, I used to be paying attention to like everything, and I knew that he had fell up there in that roof. And when he came in, you know, he just had like something over his mouth and stuff. And he was like, dang, bro. Man, I was like really messed up. Like he couldn't even hardly, you know, he talking like this, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, I messed up, man. I just gotta let them pull all my teeth. So he tell them he want to get all his teeth pulled out. All of them. All this stuff broke, dog. The way this man fell up there, all this stuff is broke out. You know what I'm saying? These jagged edges and stuff going on. And his mouth wasn't like that before. This man done messed his whole mouth up, right? So he tell Dr. Peterson, you know what I'm saying, what's supposed to happen. He fell coming out the shower, whatever. And so Dr. Peterson said the man gonna pull all his teeth, right? So I'm standing right there. It's me, Miss James, and Dr. Peterson. So I'm standing right there. I just be standing there. All my job be done. And, you know, if they ask me to, you know, grab some gauze or something like that, I grab the gauze where it's at. Or they, you know, tell me to, you know. So anyway, man, so I'm just standing there watching, man. They pull out all his teeth. They pull all his teeth out, man. Every last one of them. Some of them were just broke down to the, like it was, you know what I'm saying? They pulled all of them out. You know what I'm saying? And I know, man, I remember just sitting there looking at him like, dang. You know, and I could tell, like, you know, he felt kind of like shame of the situation and stuff. And then what they did was, you know, they sewed him on up. I used to watch all that stuff, man. They have him wide open and they sew him on up. You know, I used to have to clean up all this stuff. When they finish, I got to clean all of it up. And so then they, not that day, but sometime after that, like maybe a few days or a week after that or whatever, then they fitted him for some dentures. You know what I'm saying? And the brother ended up getting some dentures. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up getting some dentures in prison. He didn't come to prison. He didn't have no bad teeth and stuff like that, man. The man fell hiding what he was hiding. You know what I'm saying? Phones and everything else, you know, that he put up there in them slots that people pay him to go up there and hide the stuff, right? That man fell up there, man, and shattered his whole grill, bust his whole grill up, man. Yeah. And so he came to the dentist's office the next morning and told them, you know, he wanted to get all his teeth pulled out or whatever. He fell coming out the shower, whatever. And yeah, they pulled all his teeth out, man. They pulled all the man's teeth out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? But that's the story of Bone, man. Bone a good dude too, man. Shout out to Bone, man. All right. Hey, that's Real Mio TV, man. Young people stay out of prison, man. Keep you a job. You can grind, you can hustle, but just make it positive, man. Make it positive. Do what you good at doing. You know what I'm saying? If you in the sports, don't nobody want you in their college or on their team if you can't get your books. Get your books. Get your books. Get your books. All right? Real Mio TV, man.